Coming in at number 10, Doctor Strange. While the MCU went cosmic with Guardians of the Galaxy, it opened up a whole new realm of realities with Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange manages to shift its tone without disrupting the rest of the series in the process. It would be all too easy for a film about spellcasting masters of the mystic arts to look ridiculous on the big screen, but somehow director Scott Derrickson and his crew gave us a version of a surgeon turned magician in Dr. Stephen Strange who seemed at home in the real world.
You're just another tiny, momentary speck within an indifferent universe.
You think too little of yourself.
Oh, you think you see through me, do you? Well, you don't. But I see through you!
We assumed it wouldn't fit, but somehow it fit right in with the rest of the universe. The splitting of realities in the movie's fight scenes were beautiful, weird, and somehow something I never thought I wanted. But with some of the most impressive special effects of any superhero film, the movie over-delivered. I also appreciate the film's ending, which was a lot less about a physical fight and more about the intellect and the willpower of our hero. That's really what helped Doctor Strange crack the top 10. Coming in at number 9, Iron Man. The movie that started it all somehow holds up very well. It's easy to forget now, but back when Marvel first took a chance on Iron Man in 2008, casual audiences had no idea who the hero even was. Robert Downey Jr. got the comeback he needed and proved why he was born to play Tony Stark in this amazing film.
Day 11, test 37, configuration 2.0. For lack of a better option, dummy is still on fire safety. If you douse me again and I'm not on fire, I'm donating you to City College. All right, nice and easy. Seriously, just gonna start off with 1% thrust capacity. In 3, 2.
He was able to balance arrogance with charm and somehow managed to be a likable asshole. Iron Man is a joyful origin story that's incredibly well told and rests comfortably on the back of Robert Downey Jr.'s acting and director Jon Favreau's amazing vision. There are times when this feels less like a superhero movie and more like a popcorn revenge flick where the hero just happens to be flying an armored suit, and it doesn't have to worry about the implications of the larger MCU the way that the other origin films had to. Not only did Iron Man change the way the superhero movies are made, but it also impacted the entire industry going forward. Coming in at number 8, Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy was the first time we saw that the Marvel name can carry virtually anything at the theaters. Just slap Marvel in front of it and people will go and see it, even if they have no idea what the movie's about and who the heroes are. Without Guardians, other experimental Marvel films like Ant-Man and Doctor Strange simply wouldn't exist.
Thanks. Now, this is important. Once the battery is removed, everything is gonna slam into emergency mode. Once we have it, we gotta move quickly. So you definitely need to get that last. Or we can just get it first and improvise.
The movie is strengthened by its awesome soundtrack and oddball characters you immediately care about, thanks to them interacting with each other in awesome fun ways, coupled with well-directed action sequences that you've already come to expect from other Marvel movies. But this intergalactic story also displayed surprisingly moving moments. It breaks the formula in every way it can, to the point where it's a superhero team movie that ends with a dance-off and the heroes literally saving the day with the power of friendship. And that's one of the main things that makes Guardians so special. It knows what it is and it embraces it fully. Coming in at number 7, Avengers. Even less than a decade later, it's sometimes difficult to remember that this was the first time that anything like this had ever been attempted at this scale. After 5 movies, Marvel Phase 1 ended with the ultimate crossover. Everything from the small characters to the climactic battle of New York City proved that the MCU was much more than just the sum of its parts.
Dr. Banner, now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
The action is fun and remained light on its feet, balancing high stakes against an intoxicating, zippy plot that gave each of its many characters at least a few moments to shine. The Avengers is just a barrage of what you can do right. And yet it's also remarkable when you think about how this could have all gone horribly wrong. Nobody really knows how it works, it just does. Joss Whedon was able to do something nobody ever thought would have been possible. Going in, you never would have expected it to work as well as it does. But somehow, it over-delivered. Coming in at number 6, Black Panther. Yes, it has amazing writing, acting, but it's the set design and the costumes that over-deliver on what you'd expect. But somehow the most important thing about the film and what makes it stand out above and beyond everything are the characters that it introduces. Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger breaks from the cliche of wanting to destroy the world in favor of a more personal mission, using Wakanda's power to support the children of Africa who have been scattered and oppressed throughout the world.
Madara, where did you get this weapon?
You savages didn't deserve it. Oh, mercy, King, mercy.
Every breath you take is mercy from me.
Hi, Kumkani. Elizwe Jongile.
Come on, guys, let's go, huh?
Director Ryan Coogler has made a deeply thoughtful and engaging experience, not just with the amazing characters and astounding visual effects, but by providing thought-provoking ideas of what's good for a country and what's good for its people. The film was able to provide countless people with the kind of hero that they deserved and have never seen. The movie shattered box office records and expectations because the film is that damn good. Coming in at number 5, Spider-Man: Homecoming. The third Spider-Man franchise in 15 years is the first that actually captures the spirit of the character. Sure, it delivered the action comic fans have been craving for years from a Spider-Man film, but the quieter moments in between the battles might be even stronger than that. The film succeeds because of all the great little touches that are peppered throughout the movie. There's a realness to the characters and the relationships that are formed throughout the movie.
Finally.
Hey, could you hold this for a second? Thanks. Hey, is this anybody's bike? No? Hey, buddy, is this your bike?
There's no change.
Something about the movie makes it feel like perhaps the most grounded MCU film so far on this list. The film has great acting throughout by everyone, but the Vulture character by Michael Keaton is one that truly stands out. And it gives us one of the best twists in the entire MCU. The film delivered everything you could ever want from a Spider-Man film. You believed Peter Parker, you believed Spider-Man, you believed where he came from, you believed what he fought for. And it did all that without giving us a true origin story. Coming in at number 4, Avengers: Infinity War. It's 10 years of the Marvel Cinematic Universe that all hinges on them getting Thanos and their massive Infinity War right. It had to balance so many superheroes in one film and somehow managed to deliver a really great story and a phenomenal villain. So we have to give a round of applause to the brothers and co-directors Anthony and Joe Russo, who pulled off an amazing feat nobody could have expected.
He is not a dude. You're a dude. This is a man. A handsome, muscular man.
Making a superhero film where they had to squeeze more than 25 characters into the story and somehow make it work, make you care for it, is something that should not have worked. But for some reason, it worked and then some. For the first time in an Avengers film, it feels like there are real stakes. And the film delivers comedy, action, and somehow still keeps its intensity throughout. The weight of the expectations of this film would have crushed a lesser franchise. This should just not have worked. But the Russo brothers delivered a barnstorming crossover event movie that looks set to change the face of blockbusters forever. Coming in at number 3, Thor: Ragnarok. The first truly great Thor movie turned out to be one of the best movies in the entire MCU. Balancing humor and action with drama and plot development is something that Marvel movies have excelled at. But Thor: Ragnarok manages to check nearly every box while also being the funniest movie in the MCU's catalog. The film is truly a comedy through and through.
I was just talking to him just a couple of minutes ago, and he was totally ready to kill any of us.
He did try to kill me.
Yes, me too. On many occasions. There was one time when we were children, he transformed himself into a snake, and he knows that I love snakes. So I went to pick up the snake to admire it, and he transformed back into himself, and he was like, "Yeah, it's me!" And he stabbed me. We were 8 at the time.
Thor: Ragnarok feels like when your favorite comic book series gets a new creative team and they have slightly a different interpretation of the characters, and you never knew you needed it until it happened. As it turned out, the secret to making the God of Thunder fun was always pretty simple. Embrace the inherent silliness of the characters' cosmic roots even when you're depicting something as serious as a long-lost sister who wants to kill you and end the world. Thor Ragnarok is something truly special that I never knew I wanted and never knew I would love so much. Coming in at number 2, Captain America Civil War. What's truly remarkable about Captain America Civil War is how it works. So many characters, so many twists and turns, and yet it works as an unofficial Avengers sequel. And it's somehow a movie that gives Captain America the spotlight he deserved in his 3rd solo film.
That's why I'm here. When I realized what my weapons were capable of in the wrong hands, I shut it down, stopped manufacturing.
Tony, you chose to do that. If we sign this, we surrender our right to choose. What if this panel sends us somewhere we don't think we should go? What if there's somewhere we need to go and they don't let us? We may not be perfect, but the safest hands are still our own.
If we don't do this now, it's gonna be done to us later.
Yes, Spider-Man and Black Panther both made unforgettable debuts, and the airport battle will always be remembered as one of the most creative and entertaining things in the entire MCU, but what surprised me is that several times I found myself getting really emotional. The twist at the end was one that I truly did not see coming. The Russo brothers were able to combine action, drama, as well as an emotionally charged character development throughout, with Marvel's usual lighthearted humor mixed in as well. What I believe made Civil War special in the end is the fact that it did feel like it changed everything, and I loved it for it. Coming in at number 1, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Perhaps one of the most adult MCU movies to date, Captain America: The Winter Soldier takes classic 1970s conspiracy theory tropes to the next level. The elements of paranoia that drive the plot help make the film stand out as one of the best in the MCU. The Winter Soldier capitalizes on the potential of a cinematic universe in a way that no other solo movie yet has. With twists and turns that will actually surprise you and a villain that strikes fear when you see him, The Winter Soldier is the only Marvel film that takes a page from The Dark Knight. That's a highly recognizable mirror of our own increasingly ominous society.
Stand down, Captain Rogers. Stand down. Repeat, stand down.
The action is top notch, the suspense feels real, and it's helped establish Captain America as the leader we doubted he could ever be from the previous film. This movie gave us the character development we needed to love Captain America. It succeeded in everything it wanted to do, and it was a film that when it came out, I thought should have been nominated for an Oscar. For me, Captain America: The Winter Soldier is just going to be a hard movie to top in the entire MCU. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my top 10 best Marvel MCU movies. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this list. As always, remember, this is my list, and if you have a different list, go to the comment section. Let me know where I got things wrong. Let me know where you disagree. Let me know if I got everything right. As always, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check out everything I have in the description section, and as always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.